Okay. Good evening to everyone. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good
Okay.
evening, sir.
Okay. Okay. So to
Good
start
evening,
now or
sir.
Evening, sir.
to start now or to take some time because others are coming now.
Okay, sir.
Let us
Okay.
wait for a
Now
while.
now to start or just to wait 2 to 3 minutes because others are joining. Participants number is very less.
So let's wait for 5 minutes and then we'll begin.
Okay. 2 to 3 minutes. Then after we'll start. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's all join. Let's all join. Then after we'll take the class. 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes. Because only 53 till late only 53 we are getting. So because every day the number is more than 80, 90, 100 also. Just wait. Okay. Good evening to everyone. So welcome to literary criticism. Are you able to listen to me? Audible?
Yes,
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So welcome to literary criticism and theory, MEG-5 and also Block 5. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
EM, MEG-5 and also Block 5. So topic is Marxist Marxist view of literature. Marxist view of MARXIST, Marxist view of literature. As earlier we have been discussing, just I am touching some important points in a nutshell. Because if you just go into the detail, so impossible to complete all within this 2 hour duration. So it's a must to have a that's slight touch but a detailed touch. Well, sure. Uh, Before discussing Marxist view of literature, let's start some important primordial uh, points mean for all of you. So, at first, I have to answer what is Marxist. At, at first, before discussing that, we have to understand the meaning of this word Marxist. Marxist means, as discussion is about Marxist view of literature, block 5, very difficult. Still, try to understand. A supporter of the political and economic theories of Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. So Marxist means, just understand is the meaning, a supporter of the political and economic theories of Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Mean these two uh, persons wrote their opinion about political and economic theories, or wrote their theories on political and economy. So Marxist means a supporter of the political and economic theories of Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. That's the meaning of Marxist. So now to start, uh, who is called Marxist? You know the meaning of the term Marxist. So now, just know who is called Marxist. A Marxist is someone. A Marxist is someone who strongly agrees with the political, economic, and philosophical ideas of Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. As earlier I told, the same also I am presenting using my own language in different version. A Marxist is someone who strongly agrees with the political, economic, and philosophical ideas of Karl Marx.
Sir,
Hello?
can you repeat? Hello, sir. Please can you repeat for the
Okay,
beginning?
okay. So the top question is, who is called Marxist? Okay.
Yes.
Who is called Marxist? A Marxist is someone who strongly agrees with the political, economic, and philosophical ideas of Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Okay, who
Okay, sir, second
agrees
word,
with the
sir,
theory.
not able to follow. What is
I mean
Karl
to say,
Marx and
I mean to say who uh, who agrees with the view of the both. Whom? Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. The theory that has been propagated by them, suppose if you agree with the two persons, and if you believe in the theories propagated by the two persons, then also you are called a Marxist. Meaning is, who is called a Marxist? A Marxist is someone who strongly agrees, means receives or achieves, okay, never speaks anything against, rather in favor of. That's the meaning, very simple. Who strongly agrees with the political, economic, and philosophical ideas of Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Okay, if you are a Marxist, you are especially critical of capitalism. Okay, because they speak about political and economic. Political, as earlier I told, meaning of Marxist, a supporter of the political and economic theories of Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. So those who support or that admit or accept or like or to say go in favor of political and economic and philosophical ideas of Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels called Marxist. Okay. So what is the concept of Marxism? Or Marxist theory, what is the concept of Marxism? Marxism, Marxism, we'll discuss later. That is Marxism and literature. We'll discuss. But these are those small points for all of you to listen. Important. Marxism is a social,
Yes,
economic, and a political philosophy that.
excuse me, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir. Sir, I
Marxism.
was asking. Sir,
Hello.
sir, hello.
Hello. Huh, speak.
Yes, good evening, sir. Sir, you're
Okay.
talking about Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Who are
Huh,
they?
huh. Yes, yes. So they are the
I am
two.
asking.
Huh. They are the true strong supporter of Marxism. Okay. So if you
Okay,
believe in
first.
their theory also, hello,
Okay,
if
first, this belief of Marxist or Marxism was there, or first this Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels were
both,
there?
both, both,
Who
both,
were?
both, both coined the term. Both coined the term. Okay. So both,
Okay.
both in joint feature have written some theories, and okay, Karl Marx and so who are called Marxist? A Marxist is someone who strongly agrees with the political, economic, and philosophical ideas of Karl Marx, particularly. What Karl Marx has pined or stated, or Friedrich Engels have given or stated in their theories, if anyone is accepting all this without any voice or raising any voice is, can be called a Marxist. So now, what is the concept of Marxism? Marxism is a social, economic, and political philosophy that analyzes one leading to uneven distribution of wealth, leading to uneven distribution of wealth and privileges in the society. Uneven means unequal, unequal. Their voice against all this.
Sir, please repeat that. That leading to
Again.
Leading to uneven means unequal. Uneven means which is not even, which is not equal. That's equal distribution. Suppose a father, if distributes his property among the sons equally, that is called equal. Unequal means that is uneven. Okay. So leading to
Please
uneven.
repeat again line.
Hello.
Sir, again repeat, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Marxism is a social, economic, and a political philosophy that analyzes. What does it analyze? What does it analyze? Okay, now question is, what does Marxism analyze? It analyzes leading to, hello, sound is coming,
excuse
leading
me,
to,
sir.
you just listen, that's very easy. Leading to uneven distribution of wealth, leading to uneven distribution of wealth and privileges in the society. Okay,
Leading to
uneven means unequal distribution. On uneven distribution of wealth and privileges in the society. It stimulates the workers to protest the injustice. Workers, because if you are doing injustice against the workers, that is, if you are distributing uneven or taking wrong idea or idea that doesn't suit the workers, so they just raise their voice against all these. Who? The Marxist. Leading to uneven distribution of wealth and privileges in the society. It stimulates, means encourages the workers to protest injustice. Okay. So the Marxists encourage the workers. They stand at the back of the workers to protest the injustice. Then, what are the features of Marxism? What are the features of Marxism? A Marxist socialist society has severe core elements. Political power
Sir,
held
please
by
repeat that line.
a Marxist socialist society, a Marxist socialist society has several core elements. Political power held by the working classes, public ownership and democratic management of society's material means of production, national planning, a substantial degree of economic equality among the people. Understand? Economic equality. That should not be no uneven distribution. That's from the very beginning what I told. There should not be any uneven distribution among the people. A high level of productive forces and forces uh, continuing. Okay. What are the features? Again, repeating, a Marxist socialist society has several core elements. Okay, these are the statements written in the Marxist theory of literature. These are the that propagandas or theories or statements. Political power held by the working classes, uh, public ownership and democratic management of society's material means of production,
Excuse me, sir. Sir, elements, please slowly to tell na, so that we can write.
owners, okay, A Marxist socialist society has several core elements. One, political power held by the working classes. Political power held by the working classes. Public ownership and democratic management of societies, material means of production, national planning, a substantial degree of a substantial degree of economic equality, economic equality among the people, a high level of productive forces.
Sir, last two lines did not get.
Equality among the people and a high level of production. Okay, then uh, who is the founder of Marxist criticism? Founder. Just I told earlier 4 to 5 times who the founder of Marxist. Marxism is a philosophy developed by, okay, it's a philosophy. As earlier I told, that is political philosophy and social, economic and political philosophy. So it's a philosophy developed by Karl Marx in the second half of the 19th century that unifies social, political, and economic uh, theory. Economic
Developed by
theory.
Karl Marx in second.
In second half of the 19th century, 19th century, and then came Friedrich Engels, both. Okay, Karl Marx, that is 1888 to 1883, born and died. Okay, Karl Marx, the great philosopher, historian, political economist, and father of Marxism, was born on May 5th, 1818. He was born on May 5th, that is 5th May 1818, and died 1883. He was the great philosopher, historian, political economist, and father of Marxism. Understand? As a later, who is the founder means that is the founding father, founder of Marxism. So Karl Marx is the founder of or the father of Marxism, was born on 5th May 1818. So it is
Sir,
mainly
died
concerned.
in
It is
which
mainly hello.
hello sir, Karl Marx died on which year, sir? In
80,
which year?
1883
1800.
आ गया हाँ yes. Sure, it is mainly concerned with the battle between the working class and the ownership class. Remember, this is most important. Marxism, this is the highlighting point. Marxism is mainly concerned with the battle understand, battle between the work battle between the working class and the ownership class. Okay, because there are two types of classes existing in the society. Okay, so it's prevalent from the very inception, working class and ownership class. Okay, owners and the workers, those who give a chance to others just to do some works. They are all just they invest money, invest a lot of money. They are called entrepreneurs. They are called entrepreneurs. Okay, invest money and give chances to others just to work and to earn some money. Okay, sure. It is mainly concerned with the battle between the working class and the ownership class, and favors communism and socialism and capitalism. Okay. So now, what are the elements of Marxism in literature? What
Sir,
are the
Karl Marx favored communism, socialism, and other
हाँ,
ones.
हाँ, socialism and capitalism.
Yep.
हाँ. We will discuss later. What are the elements of Marxism? What are the elements of Marxism? What are the elements of common? Okay, yes. Communism means that is the theory or system of a social organization in which all property is owned by the community. Communism means the theory or a system of a social organization in which all the property is owned by the community and each person contributes and receives according to their ability and needs.
Sir, communism,
Okay.
can you please repeat that line, please?
Communism means the theory or system of social organization. The theory or system of a social organization in which all property is owned by the community and each person contributes and receives according to their ability and needs. That is called communism. Well, you see, sure, that is what are the elements of Marxism uh, in literature, or elements of Marxism in literature. As explained above, everything I gave you a clear cut idea. What is Marxism? So, what does it favor for? Okay, and everything I just gave. So, as explained above, class operation, CLSS class, because as there exist two classes. There exist two classes. One is that is what's working class, and another is
Working
ownership
class
class.
and yes.
One is working class, another is ownership class, means entrepreneurs. Okay, so as explained above, class operation, power, economy, and politics. Class operation, power, economy, and policy politics are some of the main elements that should be considered in Marxist literary criticism. Clear? Again, repeating as important. What are the elements of Marxism in literature? As explained above, class operation, power, economy, and politics are some of the main elements that should be considered in a Marxist theory, Marxist literary criticism. In a Marxist literary criticism. Then, what does what does what does Marxist criticism mean in literature? What does Marxist? Just to listen some important lines, just you will get a clear cut idea. That's why I'm giving. What does Marxist criticism mean in literature? The Marxist criticism, the Marxist criticism definition is an approach to diagnosing political and social problems in terms of, as earlier I told, it deals with political and social problem. As earlier at the very beginning, I told. Okay, so the Marxist criticism definition is an approach to diagnosing political and social problems in terms of the struggles between the members of different socio-economic classes.
Sir,
Who?
please repeat that.
The members in terms of the struggles between members of different socio-economic classes, drawing from the approach criticism doesn't aim at the flaws of a particularly individuals, even if they have attained positions of power. Well, so now the last the point to be discussed. Then after we'll what is
Sir,
the Marxist?
sir, please
Hello,
repeat that line. A Marxist criticism definition is an approach to diagnostic political.
diagnosing political and social problems in terms of the struggles between members of a different socio-economic classes. That's enough. Okay, members of socio-economic classes. Now, what is the Marxist view of a literature? What is the Marxist view of a literature? Hello, sound is coming. Sound is coming. It's up. Mic up. Mic up. Mute. What is Marxist view of literature? To Marxism, literature belongs to the superstructure. We'll discuss what is superstructure later after the break. Means after 1 hour we'll start just we'll take a break and after that we'll discuss what is superstructure. To Marxism, literature belongs to the superstructure which is a product of the base realities. Marxist approach relates superstructure which is a product of the base realities. Marxist approach relates literary text to the society. Marxist approach relates literary text to the society, to the history and cultural and political systems in which it is created. In which it is created.
Sir, would you please repeat?
Okay. To Marxism, literature belongs to the superstructure which is a product of the base realities. Base realities means ground level discussion. Marxist approach relates to theory, theory text to the relates literary text. Sorry, Marxist approach relates literary text to the society, to the history and culture and the political system in which it is created. It doesn't consider a literary text. It does not consider a literary text devoid of its writer and influences on the writer.
Sir, it does not concern.
It
Does
doesn't
not concern.
consider a literary text devoid of its writer and the influences on the writer. Okay, so it was the short discussions about that points, main points. Who is the father of Marxism? What is the view of what are the elements, or what are the so on and so forth. Okay, just you knew in short what are the features of founding father and concept everything. Who is called a Marxist? Okay, all these. So now just know because these are the basic points, important points. Means this is they are in your syllabus for presentation. Okay, accordingly I
Sir,
am speaking.
excuse me, sir.
Now, hello.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Can you please repeat the last point? What is the Marxist view of literature? Because my laptop went off and I had to log on again. So I didn't hear what you said.
To Marxism, literature belongs to the superstructure which is a product of the base qualities, means ground level, fundamental ground level qualities. Okay, which is a product of the base level, base qualities. Marxist approach relates literary text to the society, to the history and cultural and political systems in which it is created. It doesn't consider a literary text devoid of its writer and influences on the writers. Okay. So now, Marxism is a material philosophy. Now discussing Marxism and literature because we are getting Marxism in literature. How? Marxism is a materialist. Marxism is a is a is a materialist philosophy. Marxism is a materialist philosophy which tried to interpret the world based on the concrete natural world around us and the
Sir, excuse me, sir.
society
Sir, Marxism is a materialistic philosophy which tried to interpret.
tries try to interpret the world based on the concrete natural natural world around us and the society we live in. it is opposed to it is opposed to the idealist philosophy. It is opposed to the idealist philosophy uh, idealist philosophy conceptualizes which conceptualizes conceptualizes develops or visualizes. Conceptualism is visualize which conceptualizes uh, a spiritual world elsewhere that influences and controls the material world. Karl Marx himself has commented on the revolutionary. Karl Marx himself has commented the revolutionary on this uh, commented on this revolutionary
Excuse me, sir. Sir,
hello hello
before that, Karl Marx commented before that the last line. Can you please repeat which conceptualizes spiritual world and so where the spirit?
just wait. Karl Marx himself has commented on on this revolutionary nature of Marxism. Revolutionary nature. Do you get me? A revolutionary nature of Marxism. The philosophers have only interpreted. The philosophers have only interpreted the world in a various ways. The philosophers have interpreted the world in a various ways. The point is to change it. The point is to change it. Just to the point is to give a new shape to it. It is true that it is true that while other philosophers tried to understand the world, Marxism tried to change it. This is important. Remember, it is
Sir, can
true
you please
that.
repeat that
I'm
again?
repeating. It is true that while other philosophers tried to understand the world, it is true that while other philosophers tried to understand the world, Marxism tried to change it. Tried to change it. So now classical Marxism. Classical Marxism. So what do you mean by classical? It is in your syllabus. Classical Marxism. Just I am giving you a clear cut idea about what is classical Marxism. Classical Marxism means classical Marxism is the body of economic, polit- philosophical, and sociological theories expounded by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Classical Marxism is the body of economic, philosophical, and sociological theories expounded by even by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels in their works, means in their theories. In their works means in their theories, as contrasted with Orthodox Marxism. Orthodox means old, traditional, Orthodox Marxism.
Sir, please repeat that. The body of economic,
The body of
philosophical, and
economic, philosophical, and sociological theories ex- expounded by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Okay, in their works, as contrasted with Orthodox Marxism. Okay, so that is what is classical Marxism. Basic principles of classical Marxism. Just listen. Marxism, classical. That is also a important. That's also an important ingredient. So part or feature of that Marxist theory of literature, classical Marxism. Uh, Marxism is a political and social movement as well as a critique. Critique means a detailed analysis and assessment of something, especially means mainly a literary, philosophic, and political theory. Okay, because as earlier I told in Marxism, what we are getting these 3 points: literary, philosophical, and political theories. It's a literary, philosophical, sociological, all these in Marxism. Sure, writes that uh, it's a political and social movement as well as a critique of capitalism. Means a detailed analysis. Simply understand a detailed analysis of what? Of the social, political, and economic activities. Analysis of a society. Analysis of society. Its problem its problem and a solution. Society, its problems and a solution. Understand? It presents or gives a detailed analysis of society, its problems and a solution. And a solution. It works. Its works, not it works. Its its works were written by German philosophers Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. So both belong to German. That's why called German philosophers. Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Okay, its works were written by. Which works? That the political analysis of society, its problems and a solution. The analysis of society, its problems and its solutions. These works were written by the German philosophers Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Let's understand how do Marx and Engels, that is Friedrich Engels, interpret literature. Just wait.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello. Okay, start now.
Yes, yes, sir. I have a question.
First
Hello,
question. What question?
sir. Sir, actually, I was going through that in that book. No, nowhere it is written like about classical Marxism. So, is it in our course?
Course,
Like,
course, course. Course, that is your
because
syllabus. Means that's coming
yes,
under classical Marxism. Okay? Classical Marxism. It is in your
under
syllabus.
what Marxism and literature under that.
Huh. Yes, yes, I'm discussing classical Marxism. Sure, its works were written by German philosophers Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. In also, okay, that's a short question and also sometimes long question you are facing. Friedrich Engels. Let's understand how do Marx, how do Marx, mm, it is a short question. That is classical Marxism. Okay, sure. Let us understand how do Marx and Engels uh, interpret literature. Marx ideas, Marx major contribution means Karl Marx. Marx's major contribution was to the development of its ideas. Engels, on the other hand, contributed ideas and popularized Marxism.
Sir, repeat
He
that
gave
again. Next major contribution was
Marx's
to develop.
major contribution was to Marx's major contribution was to the development of its ideas. Engels, that is Friedrich Engels, announced, Friedrich Engels, on the other hand, contributed ideas, contributed ideas, ideas, and popularized Marxism. Contributed ideas and popularized uh, Marxism. Okay, it's how to develop its ideas. Marx gave how to develop the ideas, but it just contributed slightly, just slightly gave his opinion. Okay, um, ancillary ideas. Sure, that's popularized Marxism. Marx and Engels announced a system in Communist Manifesto. In Communist Manifesto. Okay, system called Communist Manifesto. Communist Manifesto means a pamphlet. Advertise a pamphlet by Karl Marx and Engels. Means they wrote a book that's called a pamphlet, that is called a brochure uh, in 1848. 1848, known as by Karl Marx, a pamphlet by Karl Marx and Communist Manifesto, a pamphlet by Karl Marx, Karl Marx uh, and Friedrich Engels. First statement of the principle of modern communism or fundamental Marxist principles. Okay. So that is uh, Communist Manifesto as communism based on their ideas. Communism, as earlier I told what is communism, I told you. Okay, communism means communism means as already I have told. Okay, what is communism? Um, as that's as communism based on their ideas means knock their brain. They opposed the domination of one class. Who? Both, both Marxist and Engels, both. Okay, Marxist developed the ideas, Engels just added some ideas. Okay, so the Marxist they opposed the domination of one class. So means one class should not be dominated over others. One class domination of one class over another, and imagined a classless society. Who they tried to bring a classless, so that should be no class be, between the workers and the ownership. Okay, the workers and the that's entrepreneurs, that the class inequalities,
Excuse me,
that the
sir. Uh,
hello.
as you are saying that Karl Marx and that Engel, they actually prescribed that the uh, even uneven, like there was at the time uneven society was there. So social classes like those rich peoples are having more domination than worker class people. So they think that this should be omit. Huh?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Sure, that is yes, what you told. That's right. Sure, the Marxist theory. Okay, a classless society. The Marxist theory originated in the mid 19th century. The Marxist theory originated means came into being in the mid 19th century, and its development and systematization became possible in the 1920. Okay, after after the uh, October Revolution in 1970. Okay, ladies, in the consequences of the revolutions, in there arose perhaps a revolution in 1917. So after that, in the consequence means after the revolution, in the consequence means result of the revolution, the socialist realism emerged. After the results or happenings uh, of the revolution, the realism emerged. Socialist realism emerged. The socialist realism emerged as a literary tradition which focuses on the struggle of the socio-economic condition of the working class in relation to the suppressive power structure.
Sir, please repeat that
Suppressive
again. In
in
the concept
relation
of revolution.
in revolution. Uh, in the consequence of the revolution, the socialist realism emerged. After the revolution, a group called socialist realism emerged as a literary tradition, which 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 focuses on the struggle of the socio-economic condition of the working class in relation to the suppressive power structure. Suppressive, those who are suppressing, oppressing, or harassing. Marxism analyzes society in terms of class struggle between the oppressed and the oppressor. Understand? Oppressed, one oppressed means those who are oppressed, those who are tortured by. Okay, those who are tortured by or suppressed by or oppressed by, and the oppressor, those who are oppressing, doing the oppression. Very simple. That is the distinction between oppressed and oppressor. Suppressed or suppressor. Okay, like that. So, struggle between the oppressed and oppressor. The history of all hitherto, the history of all hitherto, uh, the history of all hitherto means after that, existing society is the history of class struggles. The history of all hitherto is the existing society uh, is the history of class struggle. Okay, history of class struggle. Marx Communist Manifesto, as earlier I told, what the meaning of Communist Manifesto. Okay, Marx Communist Manifesto, Marx's Communist Manifesto explains, means it's a pamphlet. Communist Manifesto means it's a pamphlet. Okay, written by Marx and Friedrich Engels. So Marx Communist Manifesto uh, explains the historical background, explains the historical background that led to the development of modern capitalist society, where where in the bourgeois means, that is bourgeois means the middle class. Bourgeois, American pronunciation. The bourgeois means the middle class, typically with reference to its perceived materialistic values or conventional attitudes. Bourgeois means the middle class. So, again repeating, uh, that's Marx Communist Manifesto explains, means a book they have written called Communist Manifesto, a pamphlet with in that's in the joint venture of both Marx and Engels. Okay, in a particular year that I told earlier. So, what do we find in that Communist Manifesto? And that Communist Manifesto explains the historical background that led to the development of modern capitalist society, modern capitalist society, where in the where in the bourgeois means ruling class, middle class means ruling class, the ruling class, uh, where the bourgeois exploits the proletariats, means working class. Understand? Bourgeois means the ruling class. Means also here we can term them term them here as also the oppressor. A ruling class means they rule, the reign the supreme, they rule, they try to oppress, try to harass, try to suppress. Okay, uh, that is called the bourgeois ruling class exploits the proletariat. Proletariat means working class. Marx gives the solution to social. Marx gives the solution to the social problems as a classless society, whose development is theoretically based on the development of each individual. Classes means the bourgeois and the proletariat, mean the ruling class and the working class. As you know that the ruling class always try to dominate over the working class. Okay, the working class always remain under them. So it is by the two joint venture of the two, Marx and Engels. Okay, they became successful. So development, that's Marx gives the solution to socialist problems as a classless society, whose development is theoretically based on the development of each individual. Marxism aims at achieving Marxism aims at achieving this goal through the revolutionary process.
Sir, please
Through
repeat
the
that line. Marxism.
Marxism aims at achieving Marxism aims at achieving this goal through the revolutionary process, through the annihilation of the capitalist system. Annihilation means destruction, to uproot, to blot out. Okay, to
Sir,
uproot.
please repeat that line. Marxism aims at achieving the goal through the revolutionary process.
uh, Revolutionary process through the annihilation of the capitalist system. Annihilation means uprooting, destroying the capitalist system. Just wait 2 3 minutes, just taking some water, then we are coming.
Hello.
Hello, Mrs. Tejas Kumar. I can ask something you.
Hello.
Ji, I can ask something you.
Yes, you can.
Give me the note. Please give me the note you have written any classes till now.
Uh, Actually, I wrote it very roughly, so I can't give. But ये ma'am actually recording the audio classes. No, you can ask her na to give you the audio classes. Okay.
You comfortable in Hindi?
Yes, I am very much comfortable in Hindi.
ओके देन ठीक है। मैंने पूछा कि आपने जो भी नोट किया अभी तक वो नोट मुझे शेयर कर सकते हो क्या? लेकिन मैं नोट किया हूँ लेकिन इतना ज्यादा नोट नहीं किया।
सॉरी सर, मैं एक्चुअली बहुत रफली लिखी हूँ तो आपको समझ में भी नहीं आएगा। तो बेहतर है कि आप रुद्रा मैम से एक्चुअली ऑडियो वाले ले लीजिए, वो सुन के आप लिख सकते हैं
रुद्रा मैम कौन से मुझे नहीं पता।
सर। रुद्रा मैम
हाँ वो कौन है मुझे नहीं पता। वो ग्रुप में है क्या?
वो ग्रुप के सर के बाद वो एडमिन है, आप उनसे मांग सकते हैं।
हाँ उसको उनको उनको पास मिल जाएगा क्या?
एक्चुअली इट इज इन दी MEG ग्रुप। अगर आप MEG ग्रुप में हैं तो आपको वहां से मिल जाएगा। उसमें सब पिन किए हुए हैं सारे ऑडियोज सब क्लासेस के।
नहीं नहीं
इसका ही
मुझे
नहीं, बाकी
मुझे
सब क्लासेस का भी आपको मिल जाएगा।
लिसन लिसन मुझे लगा कि वो जो तेजस कुमार है मैम है, मुझे लगा कि वो सब क्लास करते हैं ना, वो बार बार क्वेश्चन भी करते हैं बीच बीच में, तो मुझे लगा कि वो मैडम सब नोट क्या क्या होगा, तो इसीलिए मैंने पूछा कि
नहीं
आपने
नहीं,
सभी
नोट
नोट।
हम लोग सब करते हैं बट सारा कुछ नहीं कॉपी कर सकते हैं ना। तो उत्तरा के पास शी डज द रिकॉर्डिंग, वो हर बारी रिकॉर्ड करती हैं। तो उन्होंने किया होगा आज भी रिकॉर्डिंग उसका। आप वो रिकॉर्डिंग अगर आप ग्रुप में हैं तो आपको पिन किया हुआ मिल जाएगा। वहां से आप फोल्डर में जाएंगे तो आपको सारे ऑडियोज डेट वाइज और सब्जेक्ट वाइज मिल जाएंगे।
ओके प्लीज सेंड द लिंक इन द
इट
ग्रुप।
इज देयर इन द ग्रुप ओनली, इट इज
Sir,
बिन पिन्ड
sir,
देयर।
I've already
आई
sent
एम
you.
ऑल्सो इन द ग्रुप, आई एम
I've
ऑल्सो।
already sent you the. I've already sent you the drive link, and I even told you where to find everything.
ओके ओके थैंक यू।
Hello. Hello, Mojada madam. Hello. Hello, Mojada ma'am. Are you here? Hello.
हु इज मौजूदा मैम? प्रियंका मैम आस्क्ड।
ओ शायद फॉरेनर है।
ओ हाँ
Please
तो ठीक है।
Mazda.
Majda, not Majda.
मेरे को पता नहीं उनका नेम जो लिखा है, मैं शायद उनको बोल रहा हूँ।
उनका नाम
जी जी।
मजिदा करीम है।
मैं सोच रही थी कोई नई वाली आ गई।
मैं भी इससे, लेकिन वो नहीं सुन पा रहे मेरा बात।
आज वो साइलेंस है।
हाँ
He
MEG
can
1 2 3।
understand Hindi.
लिसन लिसन मैम
एक्सक्यूज मी,
MEG।
वो नहीं हिंदी अंडरस्टैंड नहीं कर पा रहे, वो सिर्फ इंग्लिश है। एक्सक्यूज मी, मेरा नंबर ऐड नहीं है। ऐड माय नंबर प्लीज। उत्तरा मैम को बोलिए, वो एडमिन है। यस। उत्तरा मैम, प्लीज एड माय नंबर इन a group.
Group link. Can anyone share the group link? Monica,
Yes.
are you there? Can you share the group link here? Since I'm recording, I cannot go back to the WhatsApp chat and send it here. So, can
Okay.
someone send
I'll
the
sh- I'll
Okay.
share.
group link here?
Yeah, I'll share.
pass on to our discussion.
Actually,
Hello, hello.
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
No, sir,
Yes, sir.
continue.
Okay, okay,
Continue.
okay. Let's continue. Uh, okay, getting some pain in my head. Well, sure. Marxism aims at uh, achieving. Again, just a recap. Marxism aims at achieving this goal. Which goal? As earlier I told, this goal through the revolutionary process, through the annihilation of the capitalist system. Revolution uh, means you are trying to do something new, bring something new, change the entire structure, and add some new of your own. That is called revolution. Whenever revolution arises or occurs, something new are to be foreseen. Okay. So Marxist literary criticism, Marxist literary criticism holds the view that a writer's work is shaped by social institution. Marxist literary criticism holds the view that a writer's work, a writer's work is shaped by social institutions and prevailing discourses of his time. And
Sir,
prevailing discourse.
shaped by
Hmm.
social institution and
Sir, again, please. Repeat करिए.
Okay. By social institutions and prevailing discourses of his time. It doesn't regard writers as autonomous. It doesn't regard writers as autonomous. Autonomous. Autonomy means the right or condition of self-government or freedom, self-determination or self-government. Autonomy means liberty. Autonomous means liberty. Very simple. It doesn't regard writers as autonomous individuals. Autonomous individuals means self-government or freedom, self-government individuals. Marxist approach interprets a work of art. Marxist approach interpret a work of art by putting it into by putting it into its historical context and analyzes conflicts of a historical force and social classes and analyzes
please repeat that line.
its historical uh, content context, its historical context and analyzes conflicts of historical forces and social classes.
Sir, a conflict of a historical.
Forces and social classes, society and history of a Marxist view. Okay, just listen some important lines. Society. After that we'll switch over to the superstructure. That's very important discussion in this today's session. Superstructure, society and history of a Marxist view. So had it been, you see, had it been that MEG 1, 2 or 3, it would have been very easier. Yes or no? Just like novels, dramas and everything.
Sir, block 4 difficult.
Block 4.
Yes, sir.
Okay, society and history of. So which block is difficult, whether block 4 or block 5?
Sir, block 4.
So what is your block 4?
New criticism.
No, no, no. Was more difficult than that is this present. Uh, oh, no, no. That's all the topics. I mean to say MEG 5. 5 is difficult. Do you get me? MEG 5 itself is difficult. So many that's blocks are there we are getting. So all these topics are difficult.
Sir, why is it difficult?
Difficult in the sense that we have to go in quest of collecting different materials. Okay, just for getting it. But to be crystal clear, we have to go in search of getting many materials and to make you
Excuse me,
aware
sir.
for all this. Hello?
Excuse me, sir.
Okay. Hello. Speak.
Can you sir give the note to the in this group?
Okay, okay. After the end of the sessions lasts for 8 days. 8 days. Okay, today the fifth day, and again we will continue another 3 days. So after that, uh, I will share.
Ji sir, please provide this
I
note in
will,
this group. Uh,
after that I will share with full care. I will
Thank you, sir.
share
Thank
with
you.
I will share with full care
Thank you,
Please,
sir.
sir. Thank you, sir.
without any fear. I will share it with you with full care,
Okay.
without any fear, without any fear.
Sir,
Okay.
after finishing all blocks, please share what is probable question for 2023 July
Okay.
session.
Okay. Okay. So you only take care. You
Okay,
only take care.
okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. 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 Without any fear, giving you uh, full care, giving you everything. So society, what's telling that society and Marxist history of
History
Marxist view.
and
Society and history of Marxist view. The Marxist view of history is that the Marxist view of history is that uh, history is governed by universal laws. History is governed by universal laws, and that according to these laws, a society moves through a series of stages. A society moves through a series of stages, with the transition between stages being driven by class struggle. Marx's view of history,
Sir,
Marx view,
sir, that according to history, the society moves by stages. Then,
moves through a series of stages, with the transition means change between stages being driven by class struggle. Marx's view of history, Marx's view of history is an abstraction from the universal experience. Marx's view of history is an abstraction from the universal experience.
Sir,
So,
sir,
so far, you know,
sir, excuse me, sir. Do you mean abstraction or attraction?
abstraction is an abstraction from the universal uh, experience so far as it was known to him. Coming after the first modern scientific explorations, coming after the first modern scientific uh, explorations of the past, and its synthesis by modern philosophers.
Sir, repeat that line. Coming as to.
Coming after the first modern scientific explorations of the past and its synthesis by modern philosophers, notably uh, another person belonging to Marxism, that's Marx abstraction is very strongly based on the factual information and forms on the factual and forms a very well integrated framework for studying all history. Max regards the striving. Max
Sir, I
regards
didn't get the last line. Can you please repeat that?
a very well integrated framework for the studying all history. In the first place, Max regards, in the first place, Max regards the striving for the fulfillment, regards for the striving for the fulfillment of a man's material wants as the basic aspect of the functioning of human social formulations. These wants
Sir,
are not
regards
made
the striving for the fulfillment of.
fulfillment uh, of a man's material wants. Man's material wants as the basic aspect of the functioning of human social formations. These wants are not met by production. These wants are not met by production, which can only take place when men and women live in societies. The mode of production of
Sir, I don't get what you're saying.
these wants are not met by production, which can only take place when men and women live in societies. The mode of production of a material life, says Marx, listen, the mode of production, only if men and women live in society, we cannot, meet the production. The mode of production, the way we just produce, the mode of production of a material life, says Marx, conditions the general process, conditions the general process of social, political, and intellectual life. Later in his life, later in his life, Marx comes to recognize the existence of the prehistory of man. Later in his life, later in his life, Marx came to recognize the existence of the prehistory of man. Prehistory of man, when he didn't produce but gathered food. Who? Man, prehistory, he didn't produce. So nowadays man is producing, just making the land fertile using manures.
Sir,
But in those
please
days,
repeat the line. Later in his life, Max came to recognize prehistory of man.
uh, when he didn't produce priest of man, when who? The man didn't produce but gathered food, got food through hunting, fishing, collecting fruits. Yes or no? That is the traditional people,
Yes, sir.
500 or 600, 1000 years back. So how were they getting their livelihood or fulfilling their belly? Okay, doing these works by means of doing these works. That's through hunting, fishing, and collecting fruits. Hunting means going to dense forest and shooting the animals. Okay, bringing and burning it and eating their
Sir,
flesh.
are you saying that in prehistory of man, that at that time man was not producing anything, but only taking everything from nature, right?
Yes, yes, very good. So human beings then lived in primitive. Just my head, so I'm getting a that's acute pain in my head. That's back pain. Okay, so human beings uh, then lived in primitive, classless communities. Just wait.
Please, sir, take some rest after.
Guys, did anyone else also recorded the class on Friday? Hello. I
No,
just
ma'am.
want to know if anyone from this class did also recorded any kind of audio or video recording you have. There is a technical error
There
in
is
my
a
video. I have the video, but there is a small problem. There is a problem, so that's why I couldn't upload the Friday video. Otherwise, I have uploaded all the other videos for all the other subjects. But if anyone has the video or audio recording, it's still fine with me. If you can share it with me, you can guys can share. Or if you have any notes, properly written any notes, if you guys have, you can send me and I'll write it neatly and upload it in the group. Even if it is a rough copy or handwriting is a messy thing, if you have written all the words whichever the sir has dictated, then just kindly let me know so that I can upload. It's just we are helping out the other MEG students also because some of them are not working and they couldn't join the classes. So that's why we are just uploading it in the drive. If someone knows that, anybody else is recording the video or audio, kindly just let me know. Only that video I couldn't upload. Otherwise, now also I'm recording. I will upload this also in the drive. I will mention
उत्तर
my
में आप
number in the
जितना भी
chat box.
रिकॉर्डिंग किया तो
Kindly let
उतना
me know.
उसको छोड़ दो.
No, sir. Actually, the problem is Friday's recording. I could not actually upload it. There is a problem with the video, so that's why I'm asking if someone else, even if the audio is there, I'm just fine with it. I will and leave my number in the chat box. If anyone is, willing to help or, have any contact who is recording this, kindly let me know. Only on the Friday video. I think it's new criticism, right? Friday we
Ma'am,
learned
that
about new
new
criticism, right?
criticism, any print or anything you can upload, is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine. You can just send me even the photo. You can take a photo in WhatsApp and you can send me. That is still fine.
Ma'am, I just got some PDF that if possible I will share you. Okay, just give me your number
I will
in chat.
I will put my number here. I will put my number here. You can just DM me, okay?
Yuthra?
Yes, sure, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yuthra, you didn't get my handwriting? Was it difficult to understand?
No. I'm saying that you said some of the points were missing. Now, I want someone who has actually written everything. Like, even if it is the audio format, I'm fine. Or written everything. You said that somewhere you marked question marks and all. Na? So, I thought, okay, if it is a properly, in
I know.
organized form, if it's there, then
You can get it from Tejas
I
Kumar.
can upload because a lot of the problem is if it
Ma'am,
is for my
actually,
personal use, if it is for my personal
uh,
use means I won't even mind asking you guys. I can go with Majdas. But since a lot of people other than I'm
Okay,
actually
okay.
uploading for other students also in the
Hello.
drive. So that's why I want a proper format. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
Uttara ma'am, please
Um,
share your number again.
sure.
Majda ma'am, are you foreigner?
Please silence.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Continue.
Okay. Human beings then lived in primitive, classless communities. Means primitive communities means divided from the society. Hunting, fishing, and collecting fruits. Okay, human beings
सर
then
अभी आप
lived
ठीक
in.
है?
Hello, to some extent, still feeling the same because
Okay, okay,
whenever
sir.
I'm
Fine.
speaking, I'm feeling pain. Whenever remaining silent, so not feeling. Okay, so it's happening because of us becoming garrulous, talking a lot, taking 2 hours. So continuing. That's
Okay, okay,
also
sir. I understand.
okay. Last day also I felt the same this time because I had been to a place just to give that Pravachan Krishna Katha. This time also I felt the same. This time, the exact time. So also today the same. Because when I am talking for a long period, I am feeling this pain. Well, sure, that's human beings. Human beings then lived in primitive classless primitive communities. But as soon as agriculture developed, means prior to that, the people are getting food from hunting, fishing, and collecting fruits. So, but whenever agriculture developed, men began to produce surplus or as an amount of produce beyond what was needed for the bare subsistence of the producer. But when agriculture developed, but as soon as agriculture developed, men began to produce a surplus or an amount of produce beyond what was needed for the bare subsistence of the producer. Similarly, human actions take place. Similarly, human actions take place under the impulse of an irrational consciousness may still have to determine the complexion of a social structure.
Ma'am,
If
sorry,
if
sir, kindly repeat that similarly.
similarly human actions take place under the impulse of an irrational consciousness may still help to determine may still help to determine the complexion of a social structure if material circumstances are present. We can cite the Indian caste system. We can
Sir, I
cite
didn't
the
get that. I didn't understand that line, sir. Can you please explain that?
similarly human actions takes place under the impulse of an irrational consciousness may still help to determine the complexion of social structure because in society we have many complexions, many disturbances, many problems, unequal distributions. So if material circumstances are presented, we can cite the Indian caste system. We can cite means narrate the Indian caste system as an example. It was built up under continuous religious sanctions. If you are Brahmin, you have to just recite mantras. You have to just read Vedas and some religious scriptures. But you have not a Brahmin, Kshatriya. You have to do your own work. If Shudra, you have to do another work. So already segmented. who will do what. So that's we can cite the Indian caste system as an example. It was built up under continuous religious sanctions. The division into caste being denounced by Marx himself, denounced means strongly reprimanded or blamed. The division, the division into caste being denounced by Marx himself are those decisive impediments to Indian progress and Indian power. Thus, the religious world being really the reflex of the real world. Marx may affect deeply the complexions of the real world. So now you see many things are there here. Um, Also here we are getting uh, committed right literature.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, that
What
last
is
point you told, na, the division into caste being denounced. That means, according to Karl Marx, that casteism and other the things that divided our society is not
yes,
good.
yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Okay, so now committed, what is commitment in literature? What is commitment literature? Commitment in literature. Just giving you some lines about that. Then after we will switch over to superstructure. Another important discussion. What is commitment in literature? Also, it is coming in this discussion. Committed writer. At first, I've discussed who is a committed writer. A committed writer can be defined as an approach of an author. Commitment in literature can be defined as an approach of an author, poet, novelist, playwright, or composer who commits their work to defend or assert an ethical, political, social, ideological, or religious views. Who commits their work to or assert, defend or assert, assert, an ethical, assert means give their views. Ethical means based on ethos, political, social, ideological, or religious view. Who is a committed writer? There are very few committed writers in 20th century. There are very few committed writers in 20th century English literature. By committed writers, we mean those who consciously and effectively draw the attention of the readers towards injustice, exploration, and oppression in society through their writing and provide a rational, critical dimensions to their representations in literature. It's a very long sentence. That's the meaning of who is a committed writer. You have to understand again, repeating as it
Sir,
is
please
important.
repeat that.
Repeat. Just feeling pain under my back. So when I'm talking, that I'm getting. Whenever that's becoming silent.
Please, sir, take some rest.
Okay.
After you rest, then you join the class.
No, 8:30 because to conclude it at 8:30. So still we have to start in these ways, talk in these ways. Another 20 minutes, 25 minutes perhaps.
So,
Please, sir, take some short break.
please take rest and we will perhaps
Okay. You
discuss here.
see, who is a committed writer? So just listen the lines and understand who is a committed writer. There are very few committed writers in 20th century English literature. By committed writers, I mean, or you mean those who consciously and effectively, remember these points, focus on, who consciously and effectively draw the attention, draw the attention of the readers, consciously and effectively draw the attention of the readers towards injustice, towards injustice, exploration, and oppression in society through their writing, and provide a rational critical dimension, and provide a critical rational critical dimension a rational critical dimension to their representations in literature. Committed writing has the power, committed writing has the power to involve readers as participants. Understand? Means a reader has all the freedom to participate in the committed writing. Committed, committed uh, writing has the power to involve readers as participants in their own problem ridden environment, in their own problem ridden
Sir,
environment.
committed writing has the freedom or power to involve the readers.
Readers as participants means you can participate, you can take part or give your problems or uh, okay. And what are the grievances for your redressal or redressal of the grievances, okay, are also there. Sure,
Sir, what
readers are
means read then?
problem ridden environment because in society, uh, okay, we have been packed with a lot of problems. Life is full of problems. Life is always at stake. Not all the time you are comfortable. Life is full of sorrows and sufferings, pains and pleasures, odds and oddities. That is called problem ridden environment as well. And the few committed writers and the few committed writers we have with us, such as Bernard Shaw, for instance, are either kept out of critical discourse or treated by entrenched entrenched interests.
Repeat that line. A few committed writers such as Bernard.
Few committed writers we have with us, such as means one among them is Bernard Shaw. It's a committed writer. Okay, Bernard Shaw is also one among them. So, committed writer assigns great importance. So, in our view, or in my view, a committed writer assigns great importance to the historical context and situation. To the historical context and situates his themes in the middle of a significant development of history. You see, that I know that historical and historical context and significant developments are big words, but it is this that relate meaningfully to the life of the common people, to the life of the common people. At such a time, committed writers decide to immerse their voices with those of the large mobilized masses. In the act of rep-
Sir, is the end point that a historical context and significant development? You mean to say that they are showing the life of common people, and that
yes, yes,
committed writers also giving their advice or suggestion towards them, right?
yes, 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 and relates meaningfully to the life of the common people. At such a time, committed writers decide to immerse their voice, okay, with those of the large mobilized masses. In the act of representing the people's mood, committed writers uh, also are specific literary devices. Also use committed writers also use specific literary devices, okay, to give a power. The process may okay, leave it. Okay, we shouldn't then go into the detail to discuss all because another thing is there, that is superstructure. You just knew now what is commitment in literature and who are committed writers and what are the words. Now superstructure. What the meaning of superstructure? Just wait.
Sir, what is literary device?
I think sir take some rest.
Literary devices are, when the writer uses some metaphor, simile, allusions to say, like comparing two things, or like these we study in our English now, like personification. Whenever there is a poetry is written, the writer use certain aspect. You will not use metaphor for everything, but to say something in a different way, you use certain devices like metaphor, simile, allusion. Those are the things are called devices, literary devices. In literary terms, like literature in literary terms, it's called literary devices.
Uthra ma'am,
Yes,
is it
Mitra.
that articles like some event or something they want to say to the society, they are giving like one article or anything so that they will give their knowledge or give their voice towards the event to the people? Is that correct?
Understand what?
Ma'am, I'm saying that a literary device that you said that metaphor or anything like a summary of that poem or what they want to say to the
No,
audience.
not the summary. No, not the summary. So, like you're writing a poem. You're saying this person's eyes is
Yeah.
beautiful, but you cannot say directly that this
Uh-huh.
person's eyes is beautiful. But you will compare that eyes to something else. So the minute you are,
Something else.
you are giving it in a larger picture, in a creative way.
Yes, ma'am.
Literary devices mean that is called metaphor, simile, okay, any type of figurative, like all these, comedy, rhetoric, all these. So now we have to discuss. That is, mm, what is superstructure? That's a very important discussion in this block. Superstructure in Marxist theory. What is superstructure in Marxist theory? In Marxist theory, superstructure refers to the cultural. In Marxist theory, in Marxist theory, superstructure refers to the cultural, social, and political institutions that arise from and reflect the economic base of a society. Okay.
Sir, that
Super,
derives from.
superstructure refers to the cultural, social, and political institutions that arise from and reflect the economic base of a society. According to this view, the economic base or mode of production, the economic base or mode of production shapes and influences the development of the superstructure. Understand? Economic base or mode of production. Economic base or mode of production shapes and influences the development of the superstructure, which includes things like religion, art, law, politics, and ideology,
Sir,
which
please repeat that
includes
last time.
which includes things like religion, art, law, politics, and ideology. Understand? The superstructure is seen as dependent on the economic base. The superstructure is seen as dependent in on the economic base, and it is shaped by the economic relationships, and it is shaped by the economic relationships and conflicts that exist in a society.
Sir,
Max
the superstructure seen depends on.
depends on the economic base, as it is shaped by the economic relationship and conflicts that exist in a society. Marx I argued Marx argued that the superstructure can serve to perpetuate. Perpetuate means uh, make something continue. Can serve to perpetuate means make something continue or indefinitely. Okay, continue it. The status quo. The status quo. Status quo means, you know the meaning of the status quo. Just give you the meaning of this word status quo. Status quo means the existing state of affairs, especially or mainly regarding social or political issues. The existing state of affairs mainly or mostly or chiefly regarding social or political issues. That is called status quo. So, perpetuate means continue the status quo as the dominant class in a society uses its control of cultural, political, and ideological institutions to maintain its power and influence over the working class. However, he also saw the potential, means holding or showing the capacity. However, he also saw the potential for the superstructure to be a site means an area of SIT, an area of to be a site of struggle and resistance. As the working class could use cultural, political, and ideological means to challenge and overthrow the predominant class and establish a more equitable society. Equitable society means it is one in which all can participate and propose. Equitable society means a society in one or in which a society in which all can participate and propose. That is called equitable society. So,
Well, you mean to say that Karl Marx is arguing that that means upper class having that economical balance or economic
um,
base, they are controlling
yes,
all
yes,
the
mm.
things.
Yes, sir. Then now what is the superstructure simple definition? Superstructure is a term used in Marxist theory to describe the cultural. Superstructure is a term used in Marxist theory to describe the cultural, social, and political institutions that arise from and reflect the economic base of a society. Okay, the
Sir, can
same
you
thing.
repeat
Why should I repeat
slowly?
again? Okay, the
Slowly.
same thing. So now, person to the same lines in different ways. Uh, so, why is it called a superstructure? Next, why is it called a superstructure? The term superstructure is used in Marxist theory to indicate that the cultural, social, and political institutions of a society are built on the top of and are dependent upon the economic base or infrastructure, the economic base or infrastructure of that society. The economic base consisting of the forces, the economic base consisting of the forces and the relations of a production creates the condition under which the superstructure develops. The economic base,
Repeat that line, please.
yes, the economic base consisting of the forces and the relations. The economic base consisting of the forces and relations of a production creates the conditions under which the superstructure develops. Under which the superstructure develops. This implies that this implies that if the economic base changes, this implies that if the economic base changes, the superstructure will also change to reflect the new conditions.
Sir, it implies that.
This implies that if the economic base changes, the superstructure will also change to reflect the new conditions. Reflect the new conditions. The superstructure is also called super. The superstructure is also called super to indicate that it is secondary to the economic base. It is secondary to the economic base. And that it is a product of the underlying economic relations and forces. And that it is a product of the underlying
Sir, please repeat that
economic.
line. The superstructure called super is.
The superstructure is also called super. The superstructure is also called super to indicate that it is secondary to the economic base. It is secondary to the economic base, and that it is a product of the underlying economic relationships and forces. Okay, that's just I'm leaving now with this on concluding because pain is unbearable. So, okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Pain is unbearable. Okay. So again to start tomorrow, taking the next block, that is block 6. This time also, that is 6:30 as usual time. So don't forget. Okay, okay, why I can tell this time whenever I am becoming garrulous, talking a lot, feeling the same pain. Last day also, today also, the same time. Okay, if tomorrow it will continue, I will take preventive measures. I will take preventive measures. Well, so with this I concluded again tomorrow to start this time with another topic. So don't forget, keep in touch with. Okay, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
thank
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Sir, please take
Because
some rest.
pain is unbearable now.
Thank
No,
you,
no,
sir.
no, no, see, pain is unbearable now. Okay, it's not my
Yes,
part to. Okay, that's a living.
yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
okay,
Thank you,
okay.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Othra, ma'am, could you please listen to me? Hello, ma'am, are you there?
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm sending that notes of mine, but it is very roughly written. Is that okay?
No issues, no issues, no issues. Actually, I have one person also sent me that Majda sent me her page, but then somewhere she also missed certain, certain things. So I can compare both your notes and I will write a new one and I will update. Don't worry. Wherever it is missing, I will
Oh,
take yours
ma'am,
and
that's
hers
exactly.
and I will fill the gaps and upload.
Okay, ma'am, please kindly send to me my
Yeah,
WhatsApp
tell me.
number, ma'am, please. Is that possible?
You want to take down your WhatsApp number? You can tell me now. Tell me your WhatsApp number.
Yes, ma'am, that number I will send you hi message. This is my same number. This is my WhatsApp number. Okay, I will send. I am sending you hi.
Okay, you will directly send me,
Yes,
na?
ma'am, I am directly
Okay,
sending
okay,
you.
okay, okay. Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, I didn't want to share my number on that chat.
Okay.
Thank you.
I totally understand. I understand.
Oh,
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, no issues.
okay. Good night, ma'am. I am sending you. Okay.
Yeah, good night.
Hello, Mr. Sajid Kumar. Hello, can you anyone listen me? Hello,
Yes.
can you send the MEG 1, 2, 3, 5 note and syllabus in this group? Hello, anyone can listen me? Why not replying to?
There is a link in YouTube of MEG-5. Just please check it.
ओके, थैंक यू शिवानी मैडम। लिसन, क्या बोलता था कि जो हमारा जो ग्रुप खुला है तो वहां पे कुछ नोट वगैरह भेज सकते हो क्या? आपके पास जो भी जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है कुछ भेज सकते हो तो अच्छा होगा।
सर अभी तक तो नहीं, अगर अगर आगे अगर होता है तो मैं श्योरली सेंड करूंगी ग्रुप में। ओके।
जी थोड़ा सा इजी हो जाएगा क्या कि जून में हमारा एग्जाम है ना, तो थोड़ा सा हमको पढ़ने में इजी हो जाएगा और वो काफी कम टाइम है, तो कम टाइम में कैसे ज्यादा पढ़ सकते हैं, तो इसीलिए मैंने पूछा था कोई सिलेबस वगैरह हो तो कोई मेन 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 टॉपिक हो तो उसे पढ़ के जाके एग्जाम दे सकते हैं। सभी टॉपिक टॉपिक तो नहीं पढ़ के जा सकते ना, तो
That's why I'm saying just go through on YouTube link. There is everything.
यूट्यूब सम फेमस प्रोफेसर वीडियो है क्या जो अच्छे पढ़ाते हैं, तो उसका वीडियो भेज सकते हो क्या इन दिस ग्रुप, जो भी अच्छे है जो पूरा डिटेल्स में समझाता है, तो उसको कोई ग्रुप में कोई अच्छा सार का यूट्यूब चैनल को इसे ग्रुप में भेज सकते हो। हेलो शिवानी मैम, कैन यू हियर मी?
Yeah. Move out, please. Fine, put it on that
हेलो प्रफुल्ल भाई, तुमे बोधे एका अଛ ग्रुप रे?
ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଏକା ନୁହେଁ, ପିଲା ବି ଆହୁରି ଅଛନ୍ତି। ଆହୁରି ପିଲା ବି ଅଛନ୍ତି, କିଛି କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି ଆଉ କଣ।
ହଁ କଣ ଗୋଟେ ଚାଲିଛି ବୋଧେ ତୁମର, ଏଠି କଣ ଆବାଜ ସବୁ ଶୁଭୁଛି, କଣ ଗୋଟେ ଚାଲିଛି ବୋଧେ?
ନାଇଁ ମ କଣ ଚାଲିବ।
ଓହୋ ନା ବ୍ୟାକଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡ ନଏଜ
ଗୋଟେ
ଶୁଭୁଛି ତ,
କଥା
କଣ
କହୁଛ
ଗୋଟେ ଧାଡ ଧଡ ଆବାଜ ଶୁଭୁଛି।
କଣ ହେଇଛି?
ଗୋଟେ ଆବାଜ ଶୁଭୁଛି ତ, ଲୁହାକୁ କିଏ ପିଟିଲା ଭଳିଆ, ମୁଁ ନେଇ ଅଧେ କିଏ।
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ଆମ ଏଠି କିଛି ନାହିଁ, ଅଲଗା କୋଉଠି କଣ ହେଇଥିବ ଆଉ। ତମେ ତ ଭଲ କହୁଛ ଆଉ।
ନା ନା ତୁମ ବ୍ୟାକଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡ ରୁ ଶୁଭୁଛି ନା ସେଥିପାଇଁ।
ନାଇଁ ତ।
ଓହୋ ହଉ ତାହେଲେ ଠିକ ଅଛି, ନା ଭଲ କହୁଛି କଣ ସେ ହିନ୍ଦୀ ହିନ୍ଦୀ ମିଶେଇକି କହୁଛି ଆଉ ପୁଣି ହିନ୍ଦୀ ଇଂଲିଶ ଆଉ ତାପରେ ଭିତରେ ବି ଭୁଲ ରହିଯାଉଛି, କଣ କରିବୁ ଆ ଆମେ କଣ ଏତେ ପୁରା ପୋକ ନା କଣ ପୁରା ପୋକ ନା କଣ ପୁରା କହିଦବୁ, ମୁଁ ସେଇଟାରେ କହିଦଉଛି ଆଉ।
ପୋକ କଣ ପୋକ ତ କହୁଥିଲି ନାଇଁ।
ହୁଁ ହୁଁ।
ସମୁଦ୍ର କହୁନା ପୋକ କହୁଛ।
ହ୍ୟାଲୋ
ସମୁଦ୍ର ତ
ସଂଗ୍ରାମ ଭାଇ।
ହଁ ଆଜ୍ଞା କୁହନ୍ତୁ।
ହ୍ୟାଲୋ ତମ ପାଖରେ କିଛି ନୋଟ ଅଛି?
ତୁମ ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମ କଣ?
ଏମିତି
ନା ନା ଏମିତି କଣ 1 2 3 5 ନା କଣ
କୋର୍ସ
ଅଲଗା?
କୋଡ ତ କୋର୍ସ କୋଡ ଅଛି 1 2 3 4, ମୋର ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ 5 ଦେଇନି, 5 ଏକ୍ସାମ ଟା ଦେବି ଜୁନରେ।
ଓହୋ ତୁମ
ସେକେଣ୍ଡ
ଫାଷ୍ଟ
ଇୟରରେ
ନା
ମୋର
ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଇୟର?
1 2 3 4। ହୁଁ।
ଭଲ ବର୍ଷା ରାଣୀ ମ୍ୟାଡାମ।
ହଁ କୁହନ୍ତୁ।
ହଁ ମୁଁ କହିଲି ତମ ପାଖରେ MEG-5 ର ଆନ୍ସର ଅଛି କି?
ଆନ୍ସର ନାହିଁ, ମୁଁ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଇୟରରେ ଆମର ସେମିତି ତ କ୍ଲାସ ହିଁ ହେଇନଥିଲା। ତ କିଛି ନା କିଛି ସେମିତି ଖାଲି ମାନେ ରଫଲି ନୋଟ ବନେଇଥିଲୁ। ଆଉ ଏବେ
ଆଚ୍ଛା
ହେଇ
ଫାଇଭ ର
ଏଇ କ୍ଲାସ ରେ ଯାହା ରଫଲି ନୋଟ ବନଉଛୁ।
ଫାଇଭ ର ହଉ
ତୁମର
କିମ୍ବା
କଣ
ଫୋର ର
ଏଟା ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଇୟର କି?
ହଁ।
ଓହୋ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଇୟର, ମୋର ତ
ସେକେଣ୍ଡ
ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଇୟର।
ହୁଁ
ତମର
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
କୋଉ କଲେଜ ତମର କୋଉ କଲେଜ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ ର?
ଏଇ ଯାଜପୁର।
ଯାଜପୁର କୋଉ କଲେଜ? ଏନସିସି
ଯାଜପୁର ଟା ନା ଆମର ଏଇ ପାଖରେ।
ଏନ୍
ଏନସି କଲେଜ ଆଚ୍ଛା।
ହଁ।
ଉଁ
ତୁମର?
ଆମର କେନ୍ଦ୍ରାପଡା ଅଟୋନମସ କଲେଜ।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ବଢିଆ, ସଂଗ୍ରାମ ଭାଇ ତମର?
ଭଦ୍ରକ
ମୋର ଭଦ୍ରକ, ଆମ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ କେନ୍ଦୁଝର କିନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ଦେଇଛି ଭଦ୍ରକ,
ଆମ
ଭଦ୍ରକ ଟା ମୋ ପାଖ
ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ
ନା।
କେନ୍ଦ୍ରାପଡା କିନ୍ତୁ କରିଛି ଯାଜପୁରରେ।
କେନ୍ଦ୍ରା କୋଉ ଜାଗାରେ? ହ୍ୟାଲୋ
ଯାଜପୁର କେନ୍ଦ୍ରାପଡାରୁ ତମେ ଯାଜପୁର
ହଁ
କେମିତି ଗଲ ଏତେ ଡିଷ୍ଟାନ୍ସ?
ଭଲ ବର୍ଷା
ନାଇଁ
ହେଇନି?
ଯାଜପୁର ଆମେ ହଁ କୁହନ୍ତୁ।
କେନ୍ଦ୍ରାପଡ଼ା କୋଉ ଜାଗାରେ?
ଆମର ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ବ୍ରାହ୍ମଣୀ କଲେଜ।
ବ୍ରାହ୍ମଣୀ କଲେଜ ବିରୁପା।
ହଁ ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ଦାଣ୍ଡି ସାହି।
ଇନ୍ଦୁପୁର।
ଦାଣ୍ଡି ସାହି
ଓହୋ
ଦାଣ୍ଡି ସାହି।
ଏଠି ପଟ୍ଟାମୁଣ୍ଡେଇ
ହଁ
ଜାଣିଛି।
ହଁ ହୁଁ
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା
ସେଇପଟ
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା।
ସାଇଡ ରେ ତ ଆମକୁ ଏପଟକୁ କଲେଜ ଯିବା ପାଇଁ ସେପଟକୁ ଟିକେ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ତ ଆମକୁ ଏପଟ ଟାଉନ ପାଖ ନା।
ହଁ ସେ ଟାଉନ ପାଖ ତମର ସେଠି ହଁ ହଁ ହଁ
ହଁ
କେନ୍ଦ୍ରାପଡ଼ା
ତ
3 ମାଇଲ
ଆମ
ଦୂର
ଏଠି
ବାଟ ହବ।
ନାଇଁ ଦୂର ନାଇଁ ପାଖ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମର ଏଠି ବ୍ରିଜ ନାହିଁ ତ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆମକୁ ସେପଟକୁ ବୁଲିକି ଯିବା ପାଇଁ ଟାଇମ ଲାଗେ ତ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆମେ ଟାଉନ
ହୁଁ
ଏପଟେ
ହୁଁ।
ଆମର କମ୍ୟୁନିକେସନ
କେନ୍ଦ୍ରାପଡ଼ାରେ
କ୍ଲିୟର
ମୋର
ତ।
ଜଣେ ସାଙ୍ଗ ଅଛି ସେ ବି ସେଇ କଥା କହୁଥିଲେ କହିଲେ ତାଙ୍କର ଯାଜପୁର ଟା ଟିକେ ପାଖ ବୋଧେ ଏଇ ତୁମ ପଟ ସାଇଡ ରେ କି କଣ କେଜାଣି ସେ କହୁଥିଲେ ଆମ
ହଁ
ଯାଜପୁରଟା ଯେତିକି ପାଖ।
ଏଇପଟ ସାଇଡ ରେ କାହିଁକି ନା ଆମର ବ୍ରିଜ ନାହିଁ ନା ତ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆମକୁ ଟିକେ
ଓହୋ
ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ହୁଏ ସେପଟ କମ୍ୟୁନିକେସନ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆମେ ଏପଟକୁ ଟିକେ ଏପଟ କିନ୍ତୁ ବହୁତ ଯାଜପୁର ଟାଉନ ଟା ଲଙ୍ଗ ବଟ୍ ଫିର ବି ଆମେ ଏପଟକୁ ଟିକେ ଛାଡ
ଆଉ
ସେ
ବର୍ଷା ରାଣୀ
ଟପିକ ଯୋଉ କଣ କହୁଥିଲି
ତୁମେ
ଟିକେ
କଣ କହୁଥିଲି
ତ
କହିଲି
ତୋର
ଶୁଣ
ଆସାଇନମେଣ୍ଟ
ଟିକେ ଶୁଣ
ହୁଁ
ତୁମେ
ହୁଁ
କଣ କହୁଥିଲ କହିଲି ତୁମେ ସେ ଗ୍ରୁପ ରେ ଅଛ ଯୋଉ ଗ୍ରୁପ ଟା ଖୋଲା ହେଇଛି।
ତମେ ଟୋଟାଲି ଗ୍ରୁପ ଟୋଟାଲି ତମେ ଯିବ ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ଡ୍ରାଇଭ ଲିଙ୍କରେ ତ ସବୁ ଆସାଇନମେଣ୍ଟ ଆଉ ସବୁ କିଛି ଛାଡିଛନ୍ତି ଯୋଉ ରେକର୍ଡିଙ୍ଗ ସବୁ କିଛି ଛାଡିଛନ୍ତି ସେଥିରେ ତମେ
ହଁ ନା
ପାଇଯିବ।
ନା ମୁଁ ଦେଖିଛି ସେ ଡ୍ରାଇଭ ଲିଙ୍କ ରେ ଦେଖିଛି ତାପରେ ମୁଁ ନୂଆ ଆଇଲା
ହୁଁ
ନା ମୁଁ ଟିକେ କନଫ୍ୟୁଜନ ହେବା
ହୁଁ
ପାଇଁ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ କ୍ଲିୟର
ତମେ
ହେବା ପାଇଁ ମୁଁ
ଶୁଣ
ଟିକେ
ଶୁଣ
ଚାହେଁ।
ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଶୁଣ ଯୋଉ କ୍ୱାରି ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ଅଛ।
କ୍ୱାରି ଗ୍ରୁପ ରେ ନା ସେଟା ନାହିଁ ମୁଁ କେବଳ ଏମିଜି
ସେଇ
ଯୋଉ
ଏମିତି ମେଣ୍ଟର କ୍ୱାରି ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ନାହଁ ତମେ। ସେଇଥିରେ ତମର ଯାହାବି କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ କରିବାର ଅଛି ସେଥିରେ
ଲିଙ୍କ
କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ କରିବ ମୁଁ କଣ କହିଲେ?
ମୁଁ କହିଲି ସେଇ ଯୋଉ ମେଣ୍ଟର ଗ୍ରୁପ ତୁମର ଅଛି କି ତୁମେ
ହଁ
ଅଛ କି ସେ
ହଁ
ମେଣ୍ଟର ଗ୍ରୁପ ରେ
ହୁଁ ଅଛି
ଆଉ ଟିକେ ସେଣ୍ଡ ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଡ କରିଦବ ସେ ଗ୍ରୁପ ରେ ଟିକେ।
ହୁଁ ଠିକ ଅଛି।
ଓହୋ ତାହେଲେ ତୁମେ ଆମଠୁ ବଡ ମୁଁ ତ ଏଇ ରିସେଣ୍ଟ କଲି ମାନେ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଇୟର ମାନେ ଆମଠୁ ତାହେଲେ ବଡ ତୁମେ।
ତ ସେଇ କ୍ୱାରି
ହଉ ଟିକେ
ଗ୍ରୁପରେ
ସେଣ୍ଡ
ସେ
କରିଦେବେ
ବହୁତ
କେମିତି ସେଣ୍ଡ କରିବ?
କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ତମ ନମ୍ବର ଟା ଦେଇଦଉନ ମୁଁ କରିଦଉଛି। ନାଇଁ ମୋ ନମ୍ବର ଟା ନେଇନିଅ 760
ଟିକେ ଲାଇନରେ ରୁହ ଟିକେ 760
88
88
20
20
481
481।
ହୁଁ ହୁଁ।
ହଉ ଠିକ ଅଛି ଆଉ। ଆଉ ତୁମେ କଣ କହୁଥିଲ କଣ ନୋଟ ପାଉନ ମୁଁ ଜାଣିପାରିଲିନି।
ମୁଁ କହିଲି କିଛି ନୋଟ ଏମିତି ମାନେ ଆସାଇନମେଣ୍ଟ ତମର କ୍ଲିୟର ହେଇସାରିଲାଣି ଲେଖା ସରିଲାଣି।
ନା ନା ଆସାଇନମେଣ୍ଟ ବା ମୁଁ ଲେଖୁଛି ମୁଁ ଏମିତି ୱାନ ଟା କେବଳ ସାରିଛି ବୋଲି କଣ ଆହୁରି ତ ଦିଟା କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଅଛି ମୁଁ ସାରିଦେବି ମୁଁ ଆଉ 5 ଦିନ ଭିତରେ ସାରିଦେବି ଭାବୁଛି। ତୁମକୁ କଣ କହୁଥିଲି କୁହନି ତୁମର ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଇୟର କଣ ଥିଲା କୁହନି ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମ ଟା?
MEG-5 7 10 14
ତାହେଲେ ଅଲଗା କରୁଥିଲା ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଇୟର କଣ ଅଛି?
1 2 3 4
1
ହ୍ୟାଲୋ
2 3
ବର୍ଷା
4
ରାଣୀ।
ତାହେଲେ 1 2 3 ତାହେଲେ ତିନିଟା
କୁହ
ତୁମର ଯାହା ଅଛି ମୋର ବି ସେଇଟା କମନ ଅଛି ତିନିଟା 1 2 3 ଟା କମନ ଅଛି ଫାଇନାଲ
ଆଚ୍ଛା
1 2 3 5 ଟା କମନ ଅଛି 4 ଟା ମୋର ନାହିଁ ଆଉ।
ହ୍ୟାଲୋ
କୁହନ୍ତୁ
ହ୍ୟାଲୋ ବର୍ଷାରାଣୀ ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ମୁଁ କହିଲି
କୁହନ୍ତୁ
ଏକ୍ଜାମ ଟା କେମିତି କଣ ହୁଏ କହିଲେ? ଏକ୍ଜାମ କେମିତି କଣ
ଏକ୍ଜାମ
ହୁଏ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଇୟରରେ?
ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଇୟର ଏକ୍ଜାମ କଣ
ହ୍ୟାଲୋ
ସେମିତି ହ୍ୟାଲୋ
ମାନେ ଏକ୍ଜାମ ହଁ ହୁଏ କେମିତି କଣ ମାନେ ଯେମିତି ଏଇ ମାନେ ପ୍ଲସ ଟୁ ପିଲା ସେମିତି ହୁଏ ନା ମାନେ କେମିତି କଣ ହୁଏ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଟା?
ହଁ ସେମିତି। ଯେମିତି
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା
ପ୍ଲସ ଟୁ
ଆଉ
ଫାଷ୍ଟ
ଆମର
ଇୟର
କିଛି
ଏକ୍ଜାମ ଦଉଛ
ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଡ
ସେମିତି।
କରନ୍ତି କି ମ୍ୟାଡାମ?
କିଛି
ମୁଁ
ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଡ ଆଉ
କହିଲି
କଣ
ଆମର
କରିବେ
ସେମିତି କିଛି ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଡ କିଛି ହେଲ୍ପିଙ୍ଗ କରନ୍ତି କି ନା ସେମିତି କିଛି ନାହିଁ ତୁମେ ଯାହା ଜାଣିଥିବ ଲେଖିବ।
ନାଇଁ ତମେ ଯାହା ଜାଣିଛ ସେଇରା ହିଁ ଲେଖିବ।
ତାହେଲେ ଠିକ ଅଛି
ସେମିତି
ନା ମୋର କିଛି
ନାହିଁ
ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଡ
କେହି
କରନ୍ତି
ନାହିଁ।
ନା ଆମର ଏପଟେ ଭଦ୍ରକ କଲେଜରେ ବି ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଡ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ବହୁତ ମାନେ ପିଲାଙ୍କୁ ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଡ ହଉଛି ଯେ
ହଁ
ନେଇଥିବ ନା
ଏପ
ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଡ ହଉନି ମାନେ ନେଇଥିବ ଲେଖୁଛନ୍ତି।
ନା ସେମିତି କିଛି ନାହିଁ କିନ୍ତୁ ଅଲଗା କଲେଜ ମାନଙ୍କର ହେଇଥାଇପାରେ କଣ କେମିତି
ତୁମର
ତ ଏଠି
ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଇୟରରେ କେତେ ପରସେଣ୍ଟ ଥିଲା କୁହନି?
ଏପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଡିକ୍ଲାର ଟୋଟାଲି ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ମୋର
ନା
ଶୋ
ନା
ହିଁ
ଏଟା
କରୁନି।
ନୁହେଁ ମାନେ ଯୋଉ ଆମର ଗ୍ରେଡ କେତେ ଆସିଥିଲା?
ଟୋଟାଲି ଗ୍ରେଡ ଟା କେମିତି ଶୋ କରିବ?
ଗ୍ରେଡ ଏ
ମୋର
ଓ ଯାହାନେ
ଟୋଟାଲି
ଗୋଟେ ଦେଖଉଥିବ ନା।
ନା କିଛି ଗ୍ରେଡ ଏପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଶୋ କରୁନି ମୋର।
ଆଉ ଯାହାନେ ପାସ୍ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଯାହାନେ ଗୋଟେ ଆସିଥିବ ନା ପାସ୍ ହେଲ କି ନାହିଁ ଏଇଟା ଦେଖଉଥିବ ତ।
ହଁ ସେମିତି ତ ତମର ଆସାଇନମେଣ୍ଟ ପେପର କ୍ଲିୟର ନ ହେଲା ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଆସାଇନମେଣ୍ଟ ମାନେ ମାର୍କ ଟା ନ ମିଳିଲା ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଗ୍ରେଡ ଶୋ କରିବନି ନା।
ଓହୋ ମାନେ ତୁମର ସୋ କରିନି ଏଯାଏଁ।
ନାଇଁ ସେମିତି ଦିଟା ରେଜଲ୍ଟ ଦେଖିଲା ଦିଟା ଶୋ କରୁଛି ଆଉ ଦିଟା ଶୋ କରୁନି। ମୋର 10 ଆଉ 14 ଟା ଶୋ କରୁଛି।
ତୁମେ ତ ଯାହା ବି ହେଲେ
10
ଏକ୍ଜାମ
ଟା
ଦେଇଛ ନା ତୁମର ଏକ୍ସପିରିଏନ୍ସ ଟା ଥିବ। ଆମକୁ ଟିକେ କହିବ କି ଯୋଉ ମାନେ କେତେ ପେଜ ଲେଖା ଲେଖିନି କେତେ ପେଜ ହେଟାରେ ଆସେ କୁହନି ଆମ ଇଗ୍ନୋରେ ଏକ୍ଜାମ ଟା 30 ନା କେତେ ପେଜ ହେଟା ଆସେ।
ହଁ 32।
30 ତାହେଲେ କେତେ ଲେଖିଦବ ପାଖାପାଖି ସେ 20-25 ଭଳିଆ ଲେଖୁଥିବ।
ପାଖାପାଖି ନାହିଁ ଫୁଲ କରିବାର ଅଛି। ଫୁଲ
32 ପେଜ
କରିବ
ଆଗେ
ତ
ଫୁଲ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ।
ବେଶୀ ଫୁଲ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ। ନହେଲେ ମାର୍କ ସେମିତି ଭଲସେ ମାନେ ଆସିବନି ତା ଦେହରୁ ପୁଣି ମାନେ କଟି ଯିବ ନା।
ଇସ୍ 32 ପେଜ ମାନେ କମ୍ପଲସରି ପୁରା କରିତେ
ହୁଁ ମାର୍କ ତମେ ପୁରା
ମୁଁ ଭାବୁଥିଲି
ଯେତିକି
କି
ତମେ ଲେଖିବ
25 କି 28 ପେଜ ଭଳିଆ ଲେଖିବି।
କଣ କହିଲ?
ମୁଁ ଭାବୁଥିଲି କି 28 କି 25 ପେଜ ଭିତରେ ଲେଖିବି ବୋଲି ଭାବୁଥିଲି ମୁଁ। ଟାଇମ
ଠିକ ଅଛି
ଟାଇମ
ତମେ
3 ଘଣ୍ଟା
ମୁଁ
ଥିବ।
ଅଡିଓ ଶୁଣ ଟିକେ ମୁଁ ଅଡିଓ କଲ୍ କର ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ବ୍ୟସ୍ତ ଅଛି ପରେ ନହେଲେ କଥା ହେବି।
ହଉ ତାହେଲେ ମୁଁ ବି ଟିକେ ଫ୍ରି ହେଇକି ନହେଲେ କଲ୍ କରିବି ନା ମୁଁ ଫାଙ୍କା ହେଇ କଲ୍ କରିବି ସେ ଡାଉଟ ଥିଲା ବୋଲି ମୁଁ ପଚାରୁଥିଲି ଜଷ୍ଟ ମାନେ କେମିତି କଣ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଟା
ହଁ
ହଉ ତାହେଲେ ମୁଁ
ଯାହାବି
ତମକୁ
କିଛି
ପଛରେ କଲ୍
ଅଛି
କରୁଛି।
ତମେ ଅଡିଓ କଲ୍ କର। ହଁ ହଁ
ହଁ ତମ ନମ୍ବର ଟା ସେଭ୍ କରିଦେଉଛି କହିବି ଆଉ ହଉ। ହଁ ପ୍ରଫୁଲ୍ଲ ଭାଇ।
ହଁ କୁହନ୍ତୁ ସଂଗ୍ରାମ କୁହ।
କଣ ଗୋଟେ ଚାଲିଛି ଗୋଟେ ଆବାଜ ଶୁଭୁଛି ଏମିତି।
ନାଇଁ ମ କଣ ଚାଲିବ ଏଠି ତ କେହି ତ ହୋଲ ନାଇଁ କଣ ଚାଲିବ।
କଣ ଗୋଟେ ସୁ ସାଟ ହଉଛି ତ ମୁଁ କହିଲି କଣ ଗୋଟେ କରୁଛ ବୋଧେ ତୁମେ।
ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ ହଷ୍ଟେଲରେ ଅଛି ତ ସେଇ ପିଲା ହଉଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ କଣ ହେବେ।
ଓହୋ। ଏ
ଆଉ
ତୁମ୍ପଟିଆ ପିଲା
କୁହନ୍ତୁ
ଆଉ।
ସଂଗ୍ରାମ କୁହନ୍ତୁ କୁହ।
ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ ଯୋଉ ଅଛନ୍ତି। ତାଙ୍କ
ହ୍ୟାଲୋ
ହବ କୁହନି।
ହ୍ୟାଲୋ।
ହଁ କୁହନ୍ତୁ।
ତମେ ଯୋଉ ଭଦ୍ରକ କଲେଜ ମାନେ ଭଲସେ ଭଲ ହବ କଲେ ସିଏ।
ଭଦ୍ରକ ଅଟୋନମସ କଲେଜ ଟା।
ହଁ ଭଲ।
ହଁ ବା ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କ କଲେଜ ବା ଭଲ କଲେଜ।
ଓହୋ।
ମୁଁ କଣ ମୁଁ ଶୁଣିଛି କେବଳ ପିଲା ଯୋଉ ଦେଇକି ଆସିଥିଲେ ଏକ୍ଜାମ ଏଜୁକେସନ ଅନର୍ସ ପିଲା ନା ଏଜୁକେସନ ଅନର୍ସ ପିଲା ନୁହେଁ ପଲିଟିକାଲ ଅନର୍ସ ପିଲା ସେ କହୁଥିଲେ କି
ହଁ।
ଇଗ୍ନୋ ଛୁଆଙ୍କ କଥା ଜାଣିନି ଓ ଏସ ଓ ୟୁ ମାନେ ଯୋଉ ଆମର ସମ୍ବଲପୁର ୟୁନିଭରସିଟି ଛୁଆ ଭଦ୍ରକର ସେ
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ
ଦେଇଥିଲେ ସେଣ୍ଟରରେ
ହଁ ହଁ ହଁ।
ସିଏ କହୁଥିଲେ କି ତାଙ୍କର ଯିଏ ଲେଖନ୍ତି। ଆଉ ଇଗ୍ନୋ ଛୁଆଙ୍କୁ କାଇଁ ଦିଅନ୍ତି ଇଗ୍ନୋ ଛୁଆ ଅଲଗା ସେଣ୍ଟର ଯୋଉ
ନାଇଁ
ଦଉଥିଲେ
ନାଇଁ ଭାଇ
ସେଠି ତାଙ୍କର ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଡ କରନ୍ତି କିନ୍ତୁ ଭଦ୍ରକର କରନ୍ତି ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଜାଣିନି ତଥାପି ଆମେ ପଢିକି ଯିବା ଜଣେ ଲେଖିବା।
ମାନେ ଭଦ୍ରକ ମାନେ ବୁଝ ଭଲ ସେ ହେଲା।
କଣଟେ ବୁଝିବି
ଭଲସେ
କୁହନି
ବୁଝ
କଣଟେ
ମାନେ ଯୋଉମାନେ ପରୀକ୍ଷା ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କଠୁ ବୁଝ ଆଉ ପ୍ଲସ ଥ୍ରୀ ବୁଝ
ମାନେ
ସିଏ କଣ କହିବେ ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ରୁଲ ଅଲଗା ଆମ ରୁଲ ଅଲଗା।
ନା ନା କଣ ବୁଝି
ହ୍ୟାଲୋ। ମାନେ
ବୁଝିବାକୁ
ପରୀକ୍ଷା ସିଷ୍ଟମ କେମିତି କଣ ହଉଛି?
ଜଣ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କୁ ପଚାରିବେ ଆଉ।
ହଁ 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 ହଁ।
ତା ଛଡା ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଭାଇ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ କିନ୍ତୁ ବର୍ଷାରାଣୀ ମ୍ୟାଡାମ କହିକି ଆମର ମାନେ 32 ରୁ ସେଟା ପୁରା ଚୁଇଁ ଅକ୍ଷର ମୋର ବଡ ବଡ ନୁହେଁ
କ୍ଲିୟର ଶୁଭୁନି ଶୁଣ ସଂଗ୍ରାମ କ୍ଲିୟର ଶୁଭୁନି
ମୁଁ
କଲ୍ ବ୍ୟାକ୍
ଯଦି
କରୁଛି ଗୋଟେ
ହାଷ୍ଟ୍ଲି
କଲ୍।
ପାରିମି
ହ୍ୟାଲୋ।
ନହେଲେ ଫ୍ରି ହେଇକି କରିବ ମୋର ବି 1%
କ୍ଲିୟର
ଚାର୍ଜ
କ୍ଲିୟର
ଅଛି ହେଲା
ଶୁଭୁନି
ମୁଁ
କ୍ଲିୟର
ବସେଇକି ନହେଲେ କଲ୍
ଶୁଭୁନି
କରିବି ନହେଲେ ତମେ
କ୍ଲିୟର ଶୁଭୁନି ମୁଁ କଲ୍ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ କରୁଛି ତମକୁ ହେଲା। ହଉ ହଉ। ମୁଁ କଲ୍ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ କରୁଛି କ୍ଲାସ ସରିଲେ କଲ୍ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ କରୁଛି। ହେଲା। କମ ତମେ ଆସିଲନି। ମୁଁ ତ ମୁଁ ଯୋଉ ଟାଇମ୍ କହିଥିଲି କହିଲି କହିଲି ମୁଁ କ୍ଲାସରେ ଆସିବ ମୁଁ ତମ ଟାଇମ୍ କରିଥିଲି କହିଲି କଣ କଣ ହେଇଛି କହିଲେ ତମ ବେଳା ଖରାପ ଆସିଲା ସତ କଥା ମୋ ବେଳ ଖରାପ ଆସିଲାଣି କହିଲି ବା ତମ ବେଳ ଖରାପ ଆସିଲାଣି ଚାହୁଁଛୁ ଆମେ ଖରାପ ହେଇଯିବୁ ଆସିବ ନା ମୁଁ ଷ୍ଟେପ ନେବି ଏରେ ଟାଇମ ଦେଖିବି ଏଇ ସମୟରେ କେତେ ପିଲା ବାହାର କରୁଥିଲେ ଆସିବ ନା ମୁଁ ଷ୍ଟେପ ନେବି ଏଇ କାନ ଧରିବୁ ସେଇଠି କାନ ଧରିବୁ କହିବେ ସେଇଠି କାନ ଧରିବେ ଏଇ କ୍ଲାସରେ ଏଣ୍ଟ୍ରି ନାହିଁ ସେଇଠି ରହିବୁ ହଁ ପକ୍କା କହିବି ଆମ ତମେ ଯା ପଢାଉଛ ବସିକି ଏଇ ସୁଦର୍ଶନ ଯାଉନା ସୁଦର୍ଶନ ଯାଅ କ୍ଲାସରେ ବାକି ହଉଛି କ୍ଲାସରେ ନୁହଁ ଏଇ ନାଇଁ ପଳେଇବ ଆପଣ କଣ ନେଇଯିବେ କାଲି ଏଠି ରହି କଣ କରିବେ କେହି ନାହାନ୍ତି କେହି ଭୋଟର କେହି ନାହାନ୍ତି କେହି ନାହାନ୍ତି ଆସରା ଦିଅ दार मुझे उंगला कोना और ये देखो Quiero prueba. Agámele ahí, quiero. हम जी पढ़ के କିଏ କଥା ଏମିତି ଏ ମାନେ ଏବେ ବା ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଥି କଲା ଏବେ ମୁଁ ସେଠି କଥା ହଉଛି ମୋ ପାଖରେ ଅଛି ଚେକ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ ସାର୍ କରିଥିଲ ହଉ ତମେ ଯାଅ ସାର୍ ଏ କଥା ଆସ ମୋର ଆସିଲ କଥା ଅଛି ତମେ କିଏ କହିଲେ ତମେ ଯୋଉ କହିଲି କାନ୍ଦିରେ ତମେ ଗୋଟେ ମୁନ କହୁଛ କାଇଁ ମିଛ କଥା କହିଲ କଣ ଡର ମାନେ ବାଡେଇ ମାନେ ଆଉ ଶୁଣିଲେ ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନଥିଲି ଭଲ ପିଲା ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନଥିଲି ମଟର ଯୋଉ ବନ୍ଦ ତମେ ତମ ମଟର ଜାଣିନ ମଟର ତମେ ପୁରା ବନ୍ଦ କରିବାକୁ ଉପରେ ଅଛି ତଳ ଅଛି କଣ କହୁଛ ଉପରେ ନାହିଁ ସୁଇଚ୍ କାଇଁ ହାତ ପାଣି ପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଦେଖୁଛି ମଟର ଟା ପୁରା ଅନ୍ କି ଏଟା ଲାଇଟ୍ କଣ ଜାଣି ଭାବରେ କିଏ ଦେଖିବି ଲାଇଟ୍ କଣ ହାତ ମାରିବନି ମୁଁ ନିଜେ ମାନେ କହିଦଉଛି କହିଲେ ଗଲେ ସରିଲା କଥା ସେଇ ତମେ ବସିବ ଆଉ ଆଉ ଦେଖିବ ଆଉ ମୁଁ ଜାଣିଲା ମେନ୍ ସୁଇଚ୍ ଉପରେ ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି ସବୁ ଅଛି ସବୁ ତମେ କାଇଁ ଜାଣିବ ତମେ କାହିଁ ଜାଣିବ ତ ପାଖରେ ପଡ଼ିକି କରିଥିଲି ତ କେହି ଡହରା ବୁଝୁଥିଲ ତ ସେ ମତେ ଦେଖିକି ଲୁଚୁରି ଲୁଚୁରେ ମୁଁ ଦେଇଥିଲି ଦେଖିଥାନ୍ତି ତାପରେ ଫେର ଭାବିଲି ଯେ ତରୁଣ ଗଲା କି ତରୁଣ କଥା ନାହିଁ କେହି ନାହାନ୍ତି ସିଏ ଏମିତି ବି କରିଦେବେ ତରୁଣ କେହି ନାହାନ୍ତି ଫାଷ୍ଟ କହିବା ମତେ କହିଲା ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ଆପଣ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ମତେ ସନ୍ଦେହ ଲାଗୁଛନ୍ତି ଭଲ ପିଲା ନିଜେ କହିଲା ମୋ ମଟରଟା ପୁରା ଅନ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଘର ଏଇ ପାଟି ବଲ ଏ ଦିବ୍ୟ ଦିବ୍ୟ ବା ତମେ ନୁହ ଆଉ ଶୋଇଛ ଆଉ କିଏ ସବୁବେଳେ ତମେ ବା ଆଉ କିଏ ତମେ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଭଲ ଲାଷ୍ଟ କେତେ ବଡ କାମ ଭାଇଟି ଅଫିସ ଓହୋ କଣ ବେରା ଉପରୁ ଗଲା ଯିବ ହଁ ହଁ ଖାଉଥବେ ନା ଥରେ ହେଲା ତ ଇଏ କଣ ପିଲା ପକେଇ କଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଘରେ ବସିଲେ ସେ ଫୋନଟା ଭଲସେ ଟଙ୍କା ପଇସା ନେଇ 400 ଟଙ୍କା ଦେଇଥିଲି ସେଟା ବାବା ନୁହଁ ଆପଣ ଇଏ କରିବା ଇଏ ନା ମୁଡା ହବ ଯିଏ ଉଡେଇବ